not really thinking about if this person is cheating upon me, if you're in a relationship.
Entering another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. You're entering a world of realization, in ecstatic, infinite balance.
Infinite balance, giving you that energy from the cosmos to your centers flow, star seeds, star souls, wagwan. So soul mates, signs that you are with your soulmate, or you may be with your soulmate. That gravitas, that connection, all them something there. So I'm not gonna put them numbers on it. I just gonna put some points on it, and just signs that me myself gone through that I'm gonna share right now. So first thing when it comes to the soulmates, them, have you ever been in a situation where you're talking to an individual, then all of a sudden you're connecting, like you're just bouncing off of each other? Like you're just, whatever the subject is, it just seems like you're just going back and forth in a positive aspect, just going back and forth, like putting good points there. The person will put another point, and you put a point on top of that, and you put a point and point on top of that. You just rounded. You just, the communication is nice, the communication is bliss, the communication is all crisp. That's a sign that you may be with a soulmate. And again, with a soulmate, it could be man, woman, any type of thing like that. And of course, the marriage, intimate relationship too. Another sign of being with a soulmate is the interest, the common interest there. You could talk to them about, to say you're into hiking. You could talk to them for hours about that. Talk about the different mechanics of it, the different objects you need for that, different type of shoes you wear, your favorite hiking spots. You could be talking on the phone about that. You could you just have that common interest where you just could talk to that person again for hours. It's just like a type of thing that just makes you feel good when you're into that prosperity. It makes you smile, You feel that you could really talk to this person about anything. When it comes to soulmates, you have that gravitas. It's like the buddy. You can go to the movies, you can go eat, you can do anything. It's just a pure type of happiness, Another sign of you being with a soulmate, or again, maybe a soulmate, or are a soulmate. Basically, a soulmate is a connection that you have when it comes to just that mental feeling. Not all the way up to, just say, the 100%, but it's close up there. You just have that quench and that happiness whenever you're around them. You wanna be with them more. It's not one of them situations where you're sitting down with somebody and you can't wait to leave. You're just waiting for that time where you can escape. With a soulmate, none of that's possible because you don't want to do that. You just want to sit down with them and, just talk. If it happens to be in an intimate relationship, you go about them and you're hugging and all that. Another way of knowing you're in a twin, a soulmate type of relationship now is the trust issue. When it comes to trust is a lot higher. Even though there's very, very little mistrust, but the trust is just high. When this person, say, is going on a vacation somewhere, you're not really thinking about if this person is cheating on me, if you're in a relationship, or him to her to him, you know what I'm talking about. The percent is high that you're not thinking about that. Maybe just a little bit. You just have that little bit of doubt. But for the most part, that person can go anywhere they want and they're not really a thing about that. Because when it comes to the whole soulmate situation, when you meet that person, that soulmate, right away you already feel that you have that connection. You feel that this person may need space here, so, and that person may need space there, so. And you're okay with that. Again, for the highest high percentage. Because you just have that feeling of peace, of happiness. Which brings me to the next point, which kind of goes with the other one, is happiness. When you're with your soulmate, feel the same type of happiness together. Feels even a little bit of sadness together. Sadness always comes back to happiness. Because you're not in a relationship with the best friend or something, the person knows how to bring happiness to another person. It's natural. And vice versa. Relationship, of course, you can bring all that. With soulmates are just breed upon their own, separate from another category, which I'll probably talk about in another video. But soulmates are just almost one and the same. Have that same energy, that same figure, that just same click. It's just very high up there at the scale. So people out there, when it comes to that intuition, which brings me to the next point, you have that intuition when you're with a soulmate. You know it's there, you know that you have that, but you also have that inkling of just that, it's just in the crevice that there may be just that one step higher, but say this right here is high enough and you may be happy in that situation. You instantly know if If there's somebody else there, it may not be coming to you. You have that instinct, and you stay with the soulmate. Now I know some people are there. What do you mean by that? In another video, you probably see exactly what we're gonna talk about. So star seeds, star souls. Hopefully, me educate you a bit about the soulmate. You know, say soulmates aren't at the top of the hierarchy, but it's very high up there. So up here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, down by the lake here, so water is about to be about 20 degrees. Right now, still cool though. But all in all crisp, all bliss. Everybody out there from the north, south, east, and west, stay blessed, and more blessed. And most importantly, let love guide you, not fear. And also, this video, like and share.
Choose the blue pill. Go to bed. Wake up. Have a blessed day. And let society control your reality. Take the red pill. Control your own reality. And now show you how to